Welcome back to the show. Faith Foundation Resources in the Flint area, in collaboration with 3 area high schools, says it's dedicated to helping students find employment and ensuring they can keep their jobs after high school. Joining us live in studio this morning, we welcome Angela Lotz along with James Clark. And Alex is here for support, right, to talk more about this program. And good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. You know, give us the backstory here on Faith Foundation Resources. How did it get started?
First of all, thank you guys for having us. But yes, Faith Foundation is a nonprofit in the Flint area that does job training for youth ages 16 and 21. We do job readiness as teaching students how to do job interviews, how to look for a job, what to do and not to do on the interview. You know, sometimes you could talk yourself in and out of a job in the same interview.
Listen, I think some people maybe lived through that. How did you get your start, though? How long have you been around? We've
been around since 2002. We've been in the Flint area since 2015 and helping youth. We're producing productive citizens one mind at a time.
And who did you bring today?
I brought James Clark with me this morning, one of our past graduates.
And tell me, James, how has this program been for you?
So I did the HYPE program some years ago, and it helped me build my resume, my interviewing experience. And we opened our first bank accounts there, which I still use to this day. Yes, and
how did it help you, you know, maybe gain confidence or be successful in finding a job? How did it help you out?
So it helped me out through experience, through interviewing, stuff, how to do everything out. So it's really, I recommend a HYPE program to everybody looking for interviewing experience.
Yeah, well, Angela, talk a little bit more about why this is really needed.
Well, in today's society, many of our youth don't get that exposure. When you go on a job, you don't know what if you don't get a call back, you don't know what it was, why you didn't. But sometimes it'd be things that you said in your interview or a resume. If James walked into an interview with a resume and the next student walked in without, if you're an employer, which one you think would go up a little higher on your radar? The one that walked in with the resume. So we pretty much teach students, and that 15, 16, 17 is our sweet spot, their first job experience, on how to become a good employee. So I think this has been very important because we have a 98% job placement rate.
Wait, say that again?
A 98% job placement rate.
That's very high, 98%. And I think we're looking at you in action here, right? You on the job there. Well, and talk about what you've seen in these young people. Talk about just the success you've seen. I mean, one thing to have a 98% job placement rate, but talk about the personal growth that you witness.
Yes, the personal growth. When I see my students, if I walk in JCPenney's and I say, Miss Lutz, how are you? And you still here? I have 2 jobs now. The confidence. One of my students was on the track to be assistant manager at one of the Walmarts, and just to see the confidence from one level to the next. And I get a chance to see on the back end, now that I'm employing some of my students, how do they work on the job. And I'll let James talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, how is it on the job now?
I love it on the job. Working with her before and working with her now, she's an amazing boss. I love working there. So I started working at Flint Innovative Solutions for my first job. Then I went full circle to work back with Miss Lott.
All right, you couldn't let him go, could you? Well, and what is your background? How did you get involved in this effort?
My background, I'm an electrician by trade, a journeyman electrician by trade, and I started in 2003 just working out at my church. We were doing. The factories closed down. Everybody know I'm a native from Chicago. Some of the factories had closed down, and they were misplaced workers. And what I found out is that a lot of, they'd been on the factory like 20 years. They needed their resumes bruised up and how to interview again. We started working with adults. After the adults, in 2015, my 2 sons was getting ready for jobs. And
you saw it firsthand.
Yes, that they needed that type of skilling. And once my sons got off to their first job, I stuck the passion for the youth.
I love it. I love it.
So we started working with youth.
You know, how do people get involved, Angela? How do they learn more about Faith Foundation Resources?
Faith Foundation Resources, you can go to www.faithfoundationresources to sign up for our HYPE program. We're in 3 schools. We're looking to go in 2 more at this fall of 2014 and in the fall of 2024. And in the fall of 2024, we're going to be offering a new program, Introductory to Electrical Circuit circuitry, where we're doing a pre-apprenticeship program for girls.
Oh, look at you. You're the person to lead that, too. Oh, it was so great to talk with you, and I think it's wonderful what you're doing.
Thank you
and,
so much.
You're rocking and rolling, right?
I appreciate it.
Good to see you.